There are so many reasons to journal. In 2018, there was a review that suggests that journaling your feelings may lead to fewer stress-related doctor appointments, improved moods, and lower blood pressure. So I think the hardest part about journaling is that in my opinion, it's the one that you have to be the most disciplined to keep up with. So for instance, I am at the muffler shop. My husband's family owns it, and we are hanging out here for a couple hours before we go and volunteer at Aaron's farm. But it's so easy to sit and scroll on your phone, on social media, to sit and BS with people. And I didn't have a chance to journal this morning. And to be honest, I haven't journaled in weeks. Let me open this up. So I got this from Disney World in January. It's my favorite. I love it. It's from Disney's movie Wish. Asha is incredible, and I cried all over her, but that's not what we're talking about right now. There's a bunch of different ways that you can journal. One way that I journal, I have learned from Terry Savelle Foy, who leads some wonderful ministries, and she writes down and takes pictures, so everything is very clear of what it is exactly that she's wanting to achieve. So in here, I took somebody else's bank account and I wrote in here that we're going to be debt free and that they have $25,500 in their savings. I'm totally going to have that too. Their 401k account is over $120,000. It's done. So I'm already I'm writing in there hey, we are debt free. We can retire. No more paycheck to paycheck. Then on the other page, I had written down debt free and I listed out all of our debts. And something I thought was really interesting about that was I had written it down and totaled it out because she says to be very, very specific. Don't just say, God, I wish you would just help me with my debt. This is where you pray over, God, I wish that you would, or I wish, he's not a genie, but I pray that you would help us to pay off this $18,845. And as I was praying over this, we had the opportunity to take out a loan to take care of it, which I know it's a loan, you have to repay that, but the interest rate is so different that we're gonna be able to get it done faster. So I count that as a blessing already. This is one of my other pages. We are a Disney family, so more time at the Magic Kingdom, more time in Disney with my family. And then I also will use this to actually journal. So I will write down how I'm feeling, my fears, my thoughts, positives, things that I'm looking forward to. And I've actually written some things down here, I believe that one day I will be on a stage speaking to thousands of people. And so this is obviously not me, but I wrote on there, hey, that's me. And actually this is National Sales Director Pamela Shaw from Mary Kay. I sold Mary Kay for 10 years and she was one of my favorites. She's so inspirational. So that was why I chose her picture. At some point while I'm meditating and praying, I felt like I got a little bit of a vision of something that I want to pursue called the 1% Moms, because we're just trying to be 1% better. And so I wrote down my vision for my 1% Moms weekend that I want to host. If I have realizations, I write them in here. So let's see. The last time that I journaled, come on fingers, was June 24th. It is now July 30th. It's been a whole month. And that's what I mean. It's so easy for this to get away from you because you're taking educational classes, you're cleaning the house, you're getting up early, you're making your bed, you're reading, but are you journaling? And your goals have more power if they're written down. So I brought it with me today, partially because I knew I needed to record something today and I know how busy my day is, and partially because I knew we'd be here for a few hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. If you write down your worries or your stresses, you can work through them and see them from a different point of view. In the same way, it helps us process our emotions, figure out what steps we need to take next, and learn about ourselves. These are all things that happen when we take the time to sit down and write out what we're doing and how we're feeling. One thing that I've learned from Terry Savelle Foy that I really have found a lot of value in is praying over my goals, my emotions, my feelings. Even if you're not a Christian person or a praying person, put it out there to the universe. Go ahead and really reflect on the things that you wrote, the way that you were feeling when you wrote them, the dreams or goals that you have. And this is another really cool way that you can journal is a prayer journal. I have a whole separate journal my mom had gotten me years ago that is dedicated just for prayers. Some of concern, some of thanksgiving. And it's really cool now to go back and read some of those and see like, wow, I don't even remember, but this was such a huge stressful thing and I don't even remember it now. So with the journaling, it kind of includes some meditation because you're really sitting down and getting quiet and listening for the voice of God. Try not to get too overwhelmed. Remember, if you've got something like this agenda, a lot of times there are sections in those ready to write down your reflections, your goals, and your emotions. Some of them even have smiley faces or frowny faces next to the date so you can go through and decide how you felt that day. And that might be an easier way for you to sit and reflect instead of having to worry about multiple notebooks, multiple journals. You can do it where you have everything in one spot. And watch how it changes the way you parent. This is a sneak peek inside Caroline's journal. I don't want to share all of her goals, but I think it's so cute and it's so important that we teach our kids how to goal set. This is inside of my prayer journal and it guides you. You can find these on Etsy or Amazon or anywhere else so that you're not just sitting there staring at a blank page wondering what to do next. Talk about less stress, more success, and being made aware.